Okay, recording's now started. Oh, hello, and welcome to Warhammer 2 Total War. Last time we finished the Forest Goblin campaign. Also, just as an aside at the start, I fiddled with the recording settings again. The quality is probably a little lower than it was the last episode was, but hopefully it won't put so much strain on my computer. We'll see how that works. I've actually been looking at upgrading my computer. It's long past it. My graphics card's fine. I've got enough RAM. It's my CPU, and I'm gonna have to get another motherboard as well to house that, so... My poor i5 can't do much more than it is. 3.3 gigahertz just isn't cutting it anymore. Especially not with streaming and, recording at the same time and playing a game, so... Yes, I'm gonna have to spend some money in that. Oh, fun. Anyway, enough of all that. Yes, we are going to be starting a new campaign tonight. And I've been putting it off because there's been getting updates in the meantime. And some of the updates are still ongoing, and it's not completely to the point where I would have liked it to be, but we're going to start with them anyway. And by them, I mean, of course, the Chaos Dwarfs. Slavers of Zharr Naggrund. Their flagging game's different from that. So I was waiting until they got their legendary lords. They haven't got their legendary lords yet. However, they do have their lords. The basic Chaos Dwarf lords, as well as Chaos Dwarf heroes and spellcasters and all that. They don't have their own lord. So there is, I think. So they're essentially still just Chaos Lord, Sorcerer Lords and all that. However, they've got all their units. They've got buildings, a lot of unique buildings around the place. I've played as them a bit, I think, last week on my own. But there's been some updates to them along the time while we were playing the Forest Goblins and the end of Barrow Legion. So, yes, we'll be doing the Chaos Dwarves. There's no write-up about them. Minus 50 diplomatic relations with most factions. Casualties captured post-battle plus 30%. Income from raiding plus 15%, income from slaves plus 25%, slave decline rate minus 20%. We're focused on slaves and raiding and just sacking and pillaging. As it says here, slaves provides a bonus to provincial economies at the cost of reduced public order. Chaos corruption, creeping insidious ruin, and powerful unit roster with armored infantry and monsters, as well as slaves. So we'll be starting with this. Start the campaign. Got some nice artwork here for the loading screen. They wish to make the world a place of smoky darkness, where hope and cheer are crimes punishable by immediate slavery and slow torture. Theirs is an endless greed that neither time nor wealth can ever abate. They committed blasphemy by turning away from the ancestor gods and practicing magic. Magic, I tell you! They are our greatest shame, and they will be dealt with in time. Krennig Enlagson, Dwarf Lawkeeper. So yes, the Chaos Dwarves are way back before the when? Before the Great Sundering in the World, I think it's called. Where the Slun rose a whole bunch of mountains around the place and tried to stem the tides of chaos coming through the portals in the north and south poles of the Warhammer world. The dwarves had an empire spanning through the mountains, the Karaz Ankor, and they had stretched all through the mountains in the empire, all through the mountains in the old world, as well as into the Darklands. Some of the dwarves had gone into the Darklands. Come the Cataclysm or Sundering or whatever it's called, I can't remember exactly. These dwarves in the Darklands were left split off from the rest of the remnants of the Karaz Ankor because all the tunnels on the ground collapsed. And so they had to make their own ways. Left alone in the Darklands, they turned to worshipping a chaos entity called Hashut, who's known as the Bull God, because, I suppose for their own survival, as well as because they considered themselves abandoned by the rest of the dwarves. Though, in reality, I think the dwarves had actually assumed that they were all dead. Or something like that. But, yeah, and so because of this, the Chaos Dwarves, well, the dwarves worshipping Hashut became callous and cruel and started enslaving lesser races and, well, races which they saw as lesser, like greenskins and humans and all that, and also dealing with demons, binding them into their machines, and also using magic as a way to further improve their industry. They're much more open to innovation than the normal dwarves are, though pretty much all of their innovation involves demons in some way. I'm not a master lawsmith when it comes to the factions in Warhammer, but I think that's about that's all about as much as for the Chaos Dwarfs. Primarily, they're located up here, about in the Badlands. I think around here, in a place called Naggrund, I think it is. They have various temple cities, like large ziggurats with industrious, like, smokestacks and slave pits around them. They're not pleasant at all. So yes, anyway. So here we are. We started Ash Ridge Mountain. And I'll go through the some of the units and all that at the beginning. We don't have any buildings here. 7,000 in money at the moment. 1,234 income. That's pretty nice. We can also get some slaves. Goblin slaves. Orcs and goblins are common slaves in the Chaos Dwarf realms. They are native to the Darklands and are hardy creatures who will often last longer in the treacherous pits. Also have orcs up here, and we also get slave ogres. Ogres make good slaves for the pits, and if needed, they can be sent to the battlefield for brute force. They cause fear, though their leadership's all quite low. 35, 45, 55. Let's have a look at our lord here. He's not a unique lord. Also, I'll mention, this is actually through, we're playing this with the use of several mods. One of them is Expanded Roster Chaos Dwarfs, which is done by, we just check, so we don't get the name wrong. It might be Katav. I'm going to hazard a guess. Whoop. Not allowing me to see the, let me see. I find my document with all of my mods listed on it. Well, a bunch of my mods listed on it. Do I have it there? It is expanded roster. Oh, it's not there. Okay. I'm going to have to check Steam then. I want to get the names right if at all, if possible. Because the modders hunt me down if I don't. Chaos Dwarfs. It's all jokes. Let's see. Come on. I'm asking you to search. Ugh. I'm gonna have to go through my subscribed items, am I? Steam's being slow. You want to do something? No, I'm not going to let you. I'm just going to sit there going, Okay, well, anyway. The mods are Expanded Roster Chaos Dwarfs. We're playing them... the Expanded Roster Chaos Dwarfs mod gives us the army list. Then OVN Lost Factions, done by Shaky Rivers, adds the Chaos Dwarves as a faction in the campaign. However, you will also need a mod to bridge the two, which is called, if I can find it, OVN Chaos Dwarves, which allows both of them to look together. Excuse me, sorry, I'm just looking at Steam, and apparently the workshop's not loading for Total War Warhammer 2. It's just not there. Okay, that's odd. I can't check it at the moment. That's weird. Oh well. Anyway. So you'll need at least those 3 mods. But let's have a look at this. Carthan Stonebeard. Our Chaos Dwarf Overlord. It has 15% missile resistance, 25% fire resistance, resilience to chaos territory, barren wasteland, that also known as doesn't workshop. Aha. It's weird. It's not actually in the list of like the tabs gone when it loads up. It's the workshop tab's there for the game, but then when it loads the page, it's just not there. I don't know what's going on. Oh well. What's he got? 120 armor. He's got a great axe. 81 leadership, 32 speed, 45 melee attack, 45 melee defense, 400 weapon strength with 275 armor piercing. Charge bonus of 18. 25 ammunition. I think he has a rifle? Yeah, he's got a rifle on his back. Happens from time to time. Had it quite a bit when I was looking through Gmod mods. Oh, okay. I actually haven't seen it occur before, but interesting. Let's see. Yeah. Ranged attack. 25 ammunition with 200 armor piercing on. That's pretty nice. 10 reload time. What's it say? It is said that in the veins of such aristocratic Chaos Dwarves flowed the very blood of the dark god Hashut himself. They have Encourage, Hiding Forest, of course, and Relentless. I've read this before in previous ones, but we'll do it again. Chaos Dwarves are implacable when on the attack, and are scornful of the ability of anyone to or anything to stop them. They have 10% speed while their leadership is high. I don't know whether they have too much of a different tree at the moment. They've got Hearts of Iron, Voices of the Dark Gods, Aura of Chaos, Immortality. The yellow tree there is the same. This is different. They have a bunch of skills from the engineers, so you can get ballistics calibration, which is quite nice. Ancestral Grudge, Relentless, Deadeye, Resolute, and Survivalist. That's the Chaos one. And there as well. Yes. Okay. And then we've got Chaos Dwarf Warriors. Physically, Chaos Dwarves resemble other dwarves. Their souls, though, have been warped beyond recognition, making them cruel, self-centered beings. I don't know how their stats compare to normal normal Dwarf Warriors. I'm expecting them to be pretty much the same. Orc Slaves, which we saw before. 30 armor, bronze shield, 51 leadership. They're not very good. Hobgoblin Cutthroats. Here's a different unit. The vilest and most treacherous of the Greenskin kin, Hobgoblins are taller and leaner than ordinary goblins, yet nowhere near as burly and brutish as orcs. Hobgoblins are a Greenskin variant, which is only really found in the Darklands and relation with the Chaos Dwarves. As it says, they're basically just like taller goblins. I think they have Carnates. They have a lot of mounted cavalry on like giant wolves. I think generally the reason why you don't see hobgoblins, the reason given that you don't see hobgoblins in, say, Greenskin armies is because all the other Greenskins don't trust the hobgoblins, because... Let me see if I get this right. The Chaos Dwarves enslaved a whole bunch of Greenskins earlier on, when they started doing that. And then there was a big slave rebellion where the Greenskins all rose up against their enslavers. However, the hobgoblins decided to side with the Chaos Dwarves instead of the other Greenskins. And for that, the Chaos Dwarves gave them the honorable position of overseeing the other slaves, and the other Greenskins never really trusted hobgoblins again since that. That's from what I remember. We've got Devastators. The Chaos Dwarf regiments armed with blunderbusses are called Devastators. Very nice. They have like 5 shots, I think, per... Oh, 4 projectiles per shot. Missile damage is 3, armor piercing is 7, but, you know, times by 4. Very good against clumped infantry. And decent melee combatants as well. They're not that much worse. Melee attacks only 2 less. Melee defense is 12 less, so. And Hobgoblin Wolf Raider Archers. Some Chaos Dwarf armies employ wolf-mounted Hobgoblin Raiders as scouts and light cavalry in battle. So there we go. They've also got expendable. Like our slaves. We've got 2 points to spend on you. I'll wait for that for a moment. So Ash Ridge Mountain. We've got all of our unique trees here. These have actually changed a bit since I played it like a week ago. They've had their units spread out a bit better. I think before they had sort of one tree with a whole bunch of their stuff in them. But you know, it's constantly being worked on. I hope it doesn't change too much while I'm doing this. I think this will probably be a 10-part series. We'll see. Anyway, so we can build Dawi Zharr Curran. Bands of Chaos Dwarves and their vile followers may travel hundreds of miles to raid strongholds and take back prisoners. We get Dawi Zharr Quarrelers, which are basically like dwarf quarrelers. Chaos Dwarf Warriors up there. Interesting that they're not down there. But our focus is supposed to be on slaves. The Chaos Dwarf infantry is limited in number. And, because the Chaos Dwarves aren't very numerous in themselves, so that's why they flesh out their armies with slaves. We've got Devastators up there, Annihilators here, Torpedo Missile Infantry. Another example of the remarkable pyrotechnic abilities of the Dawi Zharr. Crews are usually volunteers who are either exceptionally brave or possibly slightly insane. I believe Dawi Zharr means fire dwarves, or something like that. Or maybe Zharr just means dark dwarves. I can't really remember. It might just translate as Chaos Dwarves. I'm not too sure. But yeah, it's the cousin-led word for Chaos Dwarf. Chaos Dwarves, warriors with great weapons, and immortals up there. You are the immortals. You are without pain. You are without fear. You are without death. 125 armor, great axes, 50 weapon strength, 38 of which is armor piercing. 35 melee attack, 65 melee defense. That's a lot. 15% missile resistance, 25% fire resistance, immune to psychology, and also get relentless. Our slave building here, Grob Scree. Beneath the flickering flames of countless forges, untold thousands of slaves captured in war or traded work at the service of the Chaos Dwarves. That gets us Hobgoblin Cutthroats, Wolf Raiders, and Bolt Throwers. This is quite nice. They're quite cheap. 75, 75, and 115. Upkeep. Grob Zak. Increases casualty replenishment and also gives us Enforcers and Wolf Raider Archers, which are 87, and Hobgoblin Enforcers are 94. Hobgoblins favour the bow, as it allows them to attack their enemies from a distance. So yeah, these are sort of Goblin Archers. Hobgoblin Sneaky Gits. Grob Kaz. Yeah. They've got Opportunistic Murderer. If they're winning in active if in melee, lasts for 15 seconds. Recharge if winning in melee combat. Plus 12 melee attack and plus 40% armor piercing bonus. Armor piercing damage. That might be what's the sneaky gets of the goblins get. I'm not too sure. We also get Black Orc Mercenaries up here, because Black Orcs were actually a variant of Greenskin created by the Chaos Dwarves. They were looking to have a variant of the Greenskin which had the strength of an orc, but was much more disciplined, so that they were able to take orders, because orcs are very rowdy, and aside from their strength, I'd imagine they make rather poor slaves, because you can't really control them easily. So they created Black Orcs. However, that backfired, because they were very orderly, and they kicked all the other orcs into order, and led the slave rebellion against the Chaos Dwarfs. It's why, like, Grimgor Ironhide is there, I think he comes from. All that. So, the Black Orcs are a bit of an anomaly in that regard. They're not as rowdy as the other Greenskins. They're still like a good scrap. But, you know, they're much more sort of focused than the other Orcs. Mercenaries, apparently some of them will still fight for the Chaos Dwarf. I suppose Chaos Dwarfs would pay them quite well. Mercenaries from the Mountain of Morn, their thirst for battle has led them to join the Chaos Dwarf hosts. Don't know how they compare against normal Chaos Dwarfs. They have immune to psychology, and they don't have expendable. I suppose because they're mercenaries. Hobhound Ravagers. Only nobles of the Morgul Khanate are permitted to ride on the carefully domesticated Hobhound. Mercenaries and forerunners of the Morgul Khanate abound in the Darklands. 45 armor with a silver shield. 55 leadership, 92 speed. 28 melee attack and defense, 34 weapon strength, 25 charge bonus. What else? Jaz Grungrong. Ah, yes. This is where we're going to be getting all of our artillery, is it? Because we're going to be making use of a lot of artillery as the Chaos Dwarf. It's their speciality, as it were. Death Shrieker rocket launcher. The Death Shrieker is one of the most diabolical Chaos Dwarf weapons, for it releases bound up and howling fire spirits upon the enemy. Karaz Ankor, which gives us Iron Demon War Engine and the Magma Cannon. And Doom Grungrong. I won't go through all these right now, which gives us the Dreadquake Water, which I'm going to want. And the Colossus. We also have here Corrupted Shrine of Heroes, which gives us our spellcasters. Oh, and an Infernal Castellan. I think that's like a Dwarf Thane, I'm assuming. Yeah. Looks like it. Git Cauldron. Groz Cauldron gives us Bull Centaur's Renders. And the Haraz Cauldron gives us Kadai Fireborn. Which are half demon, half raging fire drawn from the magma of the depths of earth. The priests of Hashut have managed to create a race of beings, the Kadai. Dringarak. This is our garrison building. I don't think we get walls. Because the Chaos Dwarves, I don't think really make... Oh, that actually adds walls there. Gives us Infernal Guard Fireglaive. Which, I think the Fireglaive is supposed to be like a mixture of a Great Axe and a rifle? But I believe they've been having, modders have been having some difficulty making a weapon which is able to be used in ranged and melee at the same time, because such a thing doesn't exist in the base game. And having it look right is kind of a trouble, so these are just ranged infantry units at the moment. Melee units at the moment. And we've got Infernal Guard with naphtha bombs. Naphtha bombs are made of sorcerous concoctions of sulfurous chemicals filtered through the essence of fire demons. Well, I suppose they're like grenadiers. Treasure trove. Increases chaos corruption. We're not troubled by that. Hashut sacrificial altar. Increases public order. Growth, chaos corruption, recruitment cost reduction. Also unlocks recruitment of Bull Centaurs Bahal, Acolytes of Hashut, and Zealot Berserkers. I believe the Zealot Berserkers are like Slayers? Acolytes of Hashut. Not too sure. The most elite fighting units of religious fanatics among the Dawi Zharr. Helmet infantry in a squad of 21. They might be like champions of chaos or something like that. And Bull Centaur Bahals. The Bahal of the Temple Guardians, hulking savage creatures of terrible strength. Anti-large. Armor piercing. That's nice. Slave mining pits. Increases income, but also lowers public order, and increases slave decline rate. And also slave pens. Increases the income from slaves. Increases. And also decreases slave decline. And slave public order penalty minus 30%. So, yes. We've also got a bunch of unique buildings in every region as well. Well, in quite a few regions. This one is the Ash Ridge Peak. Many horrors live in the peaks of the Darklands, none more vile than those that reside at Ash Ridge. Still, its precious minerals are worth every soul spared. Income generated 500, gem resource production 50 stacks. It adds walls to a settlement, which is nice. Causes chaos corruption, also unlocks recruitment of Great Taurus, Lamassu, and Lava Trolls. Great Taurus is a flying creature, has burnt and flaming attacks. Also has Rampage, causes terror, blazing body, which makes units weaker to fire around it, and also has flaming breath, like a dragon. We have the Lamassu. It is believed that the Lamassu is a rare mutation of the Great Taurus, twisted by the powers of chaos into a huge bull-shaped monster cloaked in smoke and shadow. Cause terror, fire resistance 75%, 50% magic resistance. Attuned to magic. If mana is high, you get plus 12% damage resistance on them. Honeyed words. The Lamassu calls out to a creature of the Darklands with an insidious charisma, leaving it befuddled and suggestible to its cunning manipulations. Summons a feral wyvern, which is very nice, and it can use that twice. Does cost magic to use that, though. And Sorceress Exhalation. The Lamassu breathes out whirling tendrils of magic as it lives and breathes the very stuff of sorcery. And also Lava Trolls, a rare breed of trolls that has been seen only in the Darklands. They have flaming attacks. They also have regeneration. So I don't know how that works. Also 75% fire resistance. That's pretty nice. I suppose that's 50% fire resistance with the regeneration? Okay. So, after all that, our research tree, I believe, is just the same as as Chaos at the moment. Yes, but it does work for us. We'll be going to Path of Ruination and then Rituals of Corruption for the sacking bonus. And what should we get here? We'll get the Grub Scree for the slaves. And we'll get... What increases growth? Hashut Sacrificial Altar. Yep, get that as well. There we go. You can put a point into Route Marcher and... we're going to be doing a lot of raiding, so we'll do despoilers. We have a unique stance here, raiding camp. Well, unique. Raids income, slaves. Oh, actually it's changed. It used to have a minus 20% upkeep cost on it, I think. That's been changed since last time, though. That's fine. And we will move to Ash Ridge Mountain and recruit a bunch of slaves, some orcs and goblins. Go, and we'll end turn. We're all the way over here in the Badland in Darklands south here, so we're gonna have to deal with Deathmaster Snitch up there, possibly with Malice Darkblade over there. We'll probably be going for the Fortress of Vorag. Of course, the dwarves are just up here. So, let's end turn. We should do better than the forest goblins. Our armies are going to be a lot stronger than theirs. There's also Darkhold there, which is owned by Clan something or other. Who is it? Clan Morkin. Okay, we get the Path of Ruination. And... that or that. Well, we'll get both of them. Here we go. Okay, how's public order? It's going down because of lack of corruption. So by building those buildings, we'll increase the corruption. Yep, I don't know. Just move over to here. And we'll recruit some more slaves. Hey, we can get some bolt throwers now. Yeah, there we go. End turn. We encountered a Red Cloud tribe over there. Fortress of Vorag. We'll deal with them soon enough. Is there anything else different with the mod list I have since I played the Forest Goblins? I don't think so. I haven't added any new mods since then, so that's fine. Okay, we've got those 2 Hobgoblin Wolf Raiders. Probably get some more Goblin Slaves. How do these compare? Orcs have more health. They've got more armor. They've got bronze shields instead of silver shields. They've got less leadership, less speed, more weapon strength, and 1 more charge bonus. Otherwise, their melee attack and defense is the same. Hobgoblin and Cutthroats also come in a larger squad. Get that. We'll build up a full force of slave units. And then we'll start raiding Darkhold, I think. Gonna have to get a wriggle on though, because those Clan Eshin is nasty to fight against. And we're going to be quite alone because I don't think any faction really likes us. If we check this. Or we had like a -50 diplomacy with everyone. Yeah, aversion -50. Just everyone just doesn't really like us. Oh, Skaven don't actually mind us, but okay. Ooh, we do actually have 2 unique weapons. Infernal Ironsworn, Infernal Guard, and also the Soul of Damnation, which is the Hell Cannon. I don't think we actually get Hell Cannons. No. That's fine. We've got many other things to choose from. Get that. Get them. And end turn. So as I said, the Chaos Dwarf armies are made up of, instead of lots of, like, dwarf infantry, they're made up of, like, a small core of really tough Chaos Dwarves, backed up by a lot of very numerous but cheap slave units. Also with very good artillery. So we'll move, I think, to attack Darkhold. Yeah, we're trespassing. What are you going to do about it? And start sacking. I'm going to put this to request all the slaves there.
Do not lack your mask, no fire.
Apparently Clan Morkin is also down here.
Yes, yes.
Oh yes, Clan Morkin is actually a unique faction added. They have the mechanic where they collect bones. I haven't actually played this though. Your doom ending is coming, no fur. Yep. So let's go and then deal with Darkhold, and we'll take that. We'll take the Fortress of Vorag, I think. I might get another bolt thrower. Having some more artillery would be good. There we go.
They will be dominated.
Okay, go to Darkhold.
Destroy.
And it's a bunch of Skaven. Sure. We'll fight this, even though it's pathetically easy, just so that we can have a look at the units. We're gonna have more battles in the future as well, but, you know. To get a feel for how things will go. We get to kick some Skaven around. Ooh, I just remembered something. I've got the Chaos Dwarf invasion mod. Last time I played as the Chaos Dwarf spawned and they attacked me. Because they're an army which is versus everyone. I wonder if I can disable that. Script. How should I do that? Oh well. Okay. Put you there. Chaos Dwarves, you can go like that. Devastators, you can go there. Actually, you can go like this. Orcs, slaves, go there. Goblin slaves, go there. And you can go there. You can go like this. You can go there. Bolt throwers go like that. There we go. You can go like there. And you hobgoblins can go behind those, I'd say. Okay, and these ranged units, you can go there. There we go. So, let's have a look at the units. We've got the base Chaos Dwarves here, which are looking appropriately spiky, and also with their very cool beards. They got horns, and they've got little tusks, and they've got these neat Assyrian-style beards. Also, their big pointy hats. I think there's only one face in the base game for Chaos Dwarves, so they're working with what they've got. Here's our Chaos Dwarf Lord. Overlord. He's got his rifle out. Red armor. And he's had his big chaos axe. The Devastators. Was there like blunderbuss type weapons? Also got some face masks there. More Chaos Warriors. Orc slaves. Which aren't looking too tatty. Oh, they got some savage orc weapons. That's neat. And some clubs and all that. Okay. They got like bone weapons and all that. Goblin slaves. They're looking pretty pathetic. They don't even have any armor. Do they have armor? They've got 10 armor. They got like bone clubs and all that. Here's the hobgoblins. They're pretty much just like slightly larger goblins. Which is more or less what they are. They're sort of lankier goblins, if I remember from the models. But yes. They also have all these furred caps. Since they've got that whole sort of steps theming to them. There's some more of them. And here's the archers. And we have over here the wolf riders. Which are pretty much like the goblin wolf riders. So I'd assume they're bigger. And the same here. So yes. Also the bolt thrower is it's a dwarven bolt thrower. With hobgoblins manning it. Gobbing it? Let's start. Go there. Up there. And move here. Actually, move over here. Slaves move up there. Ooh, hello. Right, go around. And attack those clan rats which just spawned out of nowhere. And look at that, they've got white fur. Interesting. Does all the clan Morkin have white fur? They do. Apart from the slaves. Okay, slaves, charge. What you there for? Hobgobs, come back here. You can just chase them. Over here. Can we get you to attack them? You maybe get a shot off against the Skaven. Go there. Charge into me then. Stab him! There we go. Can you shoot against those Skaven over there, perhaps? There you go. Pow! Slaves, come back. Oh, those goblins just ran off. Damn those slaves. Chaos Lord, move up. You go there. Go over here. They're not broken yet. Gun full of arrows. There we go. You lot, turn around. Deal with them.
Chaos Lord! Face me if you dare!
Pow! Poor slaves. Oh well. Shred. Pretty good. Even better when we get a few more units of them. And there they go. There we go. That wasn't too bad. We didn't lose any of the units which matter. Which is of course the Chaos Dwarfs. Everything else is expendable. I think we just shot one of the slaves. Okay. Decisive. Very good. Ugh. It'd be nice to get some more, what's it called? Hobgoblin. The Hobgoblin Wolf Raiders with Wolf Raider Archer units. Shoot at the units a bit more than just charging them into melee, but 74 kills for the Devastators. They were only shooting at slaves and clan rats without shields, but doing pretty good. The Orc Boys actually did pretty well as well. Though again, they were against this. I think I'm going to have to get the trait, the ability, skill, there we go, which increases the leadership aura for our lord, because if we're going to be controlling all these slave units, I want to have them getting the buff from the lord's leadership as much as possible. Are we able to get Hobgoblin heroes? I could have one of them on a wolf leading the wolf riders around. Look well. Are we going to go up and deal with Deathmaster Snikch? We're going to have to. Preferably before he gets too powerful. Clanesh and Triads are nasty. As well as just all the other things they have. Particularly against our slave units. Because they get the warp grinders, which stop your units from moving and also deal damage over time to enemy units near them. And that's not good when you've got a lot of cheap, weak infantry. This is where we're going to want to get to our artillery. Pretty quickly. Uh, 48 and 40 kills for the Night Runners. Mostly against the Chaos. The Goblin Slaves. Yeah. Who got 12, 0, and 18 kills. And 16 kills. That's not too bad. Again, probably against the Skaven slaves. I wonder which is better. Are our units better than their slaves? I'd imagine the Greenskins would fight better than the Skaven slaves. You don't really hear about, like, starved and weakened orcs. I don't know if there can be. I know, I think they get bigger the more they fight, so that might be just a Warhammer 40,000 thing. Come on. Loading. Carthan got 25 kills. Would have been... he was in melee for a bit, so he was using his great axe. Also got a few kills with his rifle. I wonder whether his shots pierce through units. I assume so because he's a lord, and lord shots, ranged shots, tend to pass through multiple units. 26 kills for those Chaos Dwarfs, and they didn't suffer any casualties. I don't think they're that much stronger than normal Chaos Dwarf, the normal Dwarf warriors. I believe I said that earlier. I don't know whether they were on the tabletop or not. I'd actually have to hunt them down to see whether their stats on the tabletop were different from Dwarf warriors. They might not have been. Ooh, Armor of Fortune. Hey, that's pretty nice. Plus 6 armor, 8% physical resistance, and 8% ward save. Very nice. Yes, rah! And we get a few choices. We get to subjugate and enslave. Where we, you gain wealth for looting, but buildings in a settlement are damaged, or captives are enslaved, public order is greatly reduced, and diplomatic relations with the previous owner also suffer greatly. We also get pillage and enslave. So, this is occupy. We get slaves from it and a bit of money. We get pillage and enslave, which is sacking, where we get a bunch of money, more slaves. We also get favor of the Dark Gods. For 3 turns, our army has regeneration and unbreakable. And we get obliterate. Which is 560 gold. And we also get favor of the Dark Gods for 5 turns instead of 3 turns, which is quite nice. It's interesting that that has a higher penalty for conquest. I think conquest is normally... or is that usually how it is? Oh, that's just for 1 turn. Okay. That's the same. Subjugate and slave. Yes, yes, yes. Norse Berserkers. Casualty captured, post-battle plus 12%. And Armor of Fortune. Very nice. Get Darkhold. And we get another unique building here. Darkhold Slave Dungeon. Within the Darkhold is a sprawling dungeon so large it would take days to traverse and a lifetime to learn to navigate its claustrophobic passageways. Generates 500 income. Adds walls to the settlement. Slave decline rate is minus 75%. Slave public order penalty minus 50%. Also provides a garrison of infernal guards and devastators. And unlocks recruitment of goblin, orc, and slave ogres. Which we don't really need because they come on the building now. I think that's just has been changed. Because previously you needed, I think, a slave building to get the slaves. There's also an iron mine here. Which gives us minus 5% cost for all buildings faction-wide, which is quite nice. Especially with quite a few of them. Goblin, orc, and slave. So strong, and yet so weak. Calm down. I'm pretty sure I did say goblin, orc, and slave ogre. It's because it goes around the other way. It's like goblin slave, orc slave, and then it's not ogre slave. It's slave ogres. Let's see. We could just cause chaos corruption. I think we'll go with the Hashut's sacrificial altar, or the extra public order.
Yes, I'm ruinous.
And you can get... I'm going to give you Voice of the Dark Gods, as I said, for the plus 40% leadership aura size. And you can get another unit. Which will be Hobgoblin Wolf Raider Archers. There we go. Most of our income is going to be coming from slaves. We don't have an economy. You might have noticed our economic buildings are slave mining labyrinth, which gives us 400 but massive public order penalties, or large public order penalties, and also increases our slave decline rate. Not much more than a big hold to put the filthy slaves to work in. The deeper the hole, the greater the reward, but also the risk. But when it's a slave's life on the line, we can live with that, even if they can't. It's not unusual to stumble upon a half-eaten, shriveled corpse of a slave. They complain we delve too greedily and too deep, that we awoke in the darkness, shadow, and flame. Good, let its founders join our ranks. Aha. So we'll get that. Probably the Iron Mine and the Darkhold slave dungeon. So, yeah, as I said, we're going to be making most of our income from slaves. Which is fine. We also have our other lords here. We can get Sorcerer Prophets of Shadow. Poison Tax. Diabolic Splendor. That'd be pretty good, actually. Of Shadows. 250. I get another lord right now. Not right now. Yeah, and we'll march down to the Fortress of Vorag. End turn. And we counter Clan Eshin. They've taken Pig Barter. This is a problem. In my previous campaign, where I played as the Chaos Dwarfs a bit, this river, Skaven can just jump over it through the underpass. We don't have the underpass. Chaos Dwarfs don't make use of the underway. So, we don't have that stance. Which is... makes getting around a bit trickier. Let's go down here. And Darkhold will upgrade to level 3. Income is 0, but that's because we have no buildings. Public order. How's our corruption going? It's going up to 62%. It will lower. It's still pretty high. This has actually been changed. Recruitment cost is minus 15% for broader Greenskin slaves and hobgoblin units. Or income from post-battle loot. Let's get that. Skulls for the Skull Throne. Though the Chaos Dwarves don't worship the Chaos Gods, I believe they pretty much only worship Hashut. Oh, hello. Skaven make good, reliable partner allies. No. You think, no, you better than me? Will CT. If we get down to Araby, we might see some of the new units added to Araby. I started a Forest Goblin campaign. Nice. I said then they have flying carpets now. Through modding sorcery. Okay, declare war on them. Get out of here, Elbog Core Lobber. Is that supposed to scare us? Oh, you do not know true fear. That's a... You call that a garrison? Let's just attack. We can knock a hole in the wall with our bolt throwers. Or we could just knock the gates down. Okay, it's this building. Or this city layout. Okay, what do I got? Pfft. Is it worth going over it? Orcs, orc boys, goblins, orc arrows, and goblin archers. We've got more, if not necessarily better. So I think our hobgoblins are better. I'll actually compare our hobgoblin enforcers against their goblin archers and their orc archers. I'd assume the orc arrow boys are better in melee than the hobgoblins. Hey, there's something you don't see that often. It's a vampire count settlement with a chaos corrupted landscape. Because usually the vampire count's corruption is really high whenever you attack them. I did actually know that was a thing. I think the land does just change depending on which corruption is the highest, but it's not something you see that often. At all! I don't think I've seen it at all. Okay.
For the Chaos Gods.
Go there.
Name your demand.
Devastators, yeah, you can go there. How big's your aura now? Very nice. Orcs. Gobbos. Enforcers. Or cutthroats. Forces. Bolt throwers. You. And you. There we go. Go there. Go there. I'm actually going to put you over there. And you two there. Oh. What? Oh, you're out of range. Go over there. So let's have a look. Orc arrow boys. Against our hobgoblin enforcers. Let's see. They have more leadership. They're slower. They have more melee attack, less melee defense, more weapon strength, more charge bonus, 2 less ammunition, more range. Yeah, that's interesting. York arrow boys have more range. And also more melee damage. I suppose we're more comparable to the goblin archers? Where's some goblin archers? There they are. Oh, yes, we are. So hobgoblins have +2 melee attack, +1 melee defense, and +2 ammunition. Okay. Get up on the walls, you sods. Don't bother shooting. You don't have an arcing attack, so you can't, you know. Oh. There's a bit of a bug. They don't have ladders. Behold, they're climbing up the walls. Neither do the hobgoblins. That doesn't look too bad. Just change the angle of it a bit, you could have them climbing up the walls. Okay. Go there. They don't need no damn ladders. No, they're just pulling themselves up the wall through sheer force of will. And they're just popping up on the walls and then instantly getting killed. Because they're so pathetic. How do they compare against normal goblins? Okay. Well, minus 15 armor, minus 34 leadership, but that's because they're being attacked currently. They got the same speed. Minus 6 melee attack, minus 16 melee defense, minus 5 weapon strength, and minus 2 charge bonus. Oh dear. Goblin slaves are, yeah, they're not that good, are they? Oh boy. And they don't even have shields. I mean, they're not there to be good. What do the orc boys compare? The orc slaves compare against, like, orc boys. Okay, let's see. Orc boys. They have the same armor and a shield. I don't know leadership because they've got plus 30. Might be because they're the leader. Same speed, Orc boys have +3 melee attack, +5 melee defense, and +4 charge bonus. Same weapon strength though. Let's see, the orc slaves have weapon strength, which is 26 and 8. These have 26 and 8. Hey, okay. So I mean, the stats are a little worse, but if they hit just as hard. I think that's how it works. Get in there. Are you actually working? It's just a sad pile of dead goblin slaves at the walls. The orcs are like, this isn't even fun. Wow, they actually killed one. 2. The goblin slaves are actually a little bit smaller than the normal goblins. They're more like snotling sized. I suppose they just haven't been getting fed. How do the hobgoblins size against them? Yeah, hobgoblins are a little bit bigger than goblins. They could possibly stand to be a bit bigger. I kind of think that hobgoblins are like the size of orcs. They're just skinny. But I must admit, I don't know that much about hobgoblins. Okay, get in there. Ooh, ow. What was that from? Sorry, if there was a beep just there. Don't know what that was caused by. Oh, the recording seems to be going a bit better than it was last time. I have to see in post how it's going. Stop going around. Our Lord gets stuck in. Bonk. I can't wait until more of the hats are added. I hope more of the hats are added for the Chaos Dwarfs, because they need more of their big pointy hats. They got some of them. But a Chaos Dwarf without his hat is hardly a Chaos Dwarf at all. Ooh. They're actually losing. Oh, all my slaves ran off. Oh no. Okay, get up there. Oh, my slaves are retreating into their settlement. I wish the towers couldn't reach so far. Damn it, look at that. It's just like, oh, I'm just going to keep attacking the, I'm just going to keep attacking your building. Or your artillery, because... I don't know. Hey, slaves. Charge into the back of these orcs. Maybe you could get a lucky hit and kill one. Ah! That just got bones. We won yet?
Goblins! Moving fast! Moving fast!
Well, we've nearly taken a point. Get up there. Go over here. Ah! Let's turn you off shooting. Just so that you don't kill Chaos Dwarfs. Like you just did. Get them! And there we go. Easy. Oh, wow.
Wolf Riders! Gonna kill him!
Get those lads. Those boys. Ooh, hang on. I like your shields. The yellow's very nice.
Let's scrap! Running! Moving fast! Running! Moving
Why is it so difficult for me to... There we go. Okay. Close victory. Really? I think we only lost like one Chaos Dwarf there, and that was from friendly fire. The Hobgoblin bolt thrower crew fired that bolt will be punished. They will be launched by their own bolt thrower. Wow, look at those goblins. 109, 127. They pretty much single-handedly held off against the goblin slaves. Slaves really that good. Goblin slaves, anyway. Orc slaves. They're not as good as the orc boys, but yeah. Reasonable enough. They do cost a lot more, though. Devastators did get 12 kills. That might have just been from melee attacks, though. Ugh. Ugh. Okay. Subjugating a slave. And there we go. We get the Plane of Bones. Rebuild that. Let's see. What do we get here? Ooh, there's a new building. Up to level 4. Carcassad. Each Dawi Zharr settlement is a living workshop full of smoke and noise, illuminated by its inner fires and driven by machines of vast size and power. Provides garrison of a magma cannon, Chaos Dwarf warriors, goblin slaves, infernal guard, and devastators. We get Bloody Tooth's secret chamber. The fortress of Vorag was built by enslaved Chaos Dwarves and goblins. As such, only could the Dawi Zharr find the secret chamber of the Ghoul King Vorag Bloody Tooth and the secrets it held. 150 income generated, plus 5% research rate. Also unlocks recruitment of Bull Centaur Bahal's, Bull Centaur's Renders, and Kadai Fireborn. So Vorag's laboratory. This was clearly no mere workshop of Vorag's. Macabre contraptions, once dusty and broken, reforged in all their glory, now feed us with incredible power. Yeah, that's a lot different. Plus 350 income. Winds of Magic Power Reserve. Magic Power Reserve. Plus 10 all armies. Winds of Magic starting amount, plus 10. 10% magic resistance, all armies. That's nice. Minus 15% cooldown to all spells, all armies. Very nice. Plus 10% research rate, faction-wide, and unlocks recruitment of Bull Centaurs Toruk, Kadai Destroyer, and Lamassu. What's a Bull Centaur Toruk? The Toruks lead entire battalions of Bull Centaurs into battle. They throw themselves into combat with a wild frenzy for blood. And they do have frenzy, and they cause fear. and Kadai destroyers. Only the greatest sorcerer prophets are able to forge these monsters of metal and flame. They have 15% missile resistance, 75 fire resistance, 25% magic resistance, siege attacker, cause fear, cause terror, unbreakable. They got frenzy, and they've got blazing body, so they cause units around them to be weaker against fire. Do we get Law of Fire? Death? Fire? Yeah, we do. Metal and Infernal Castellan. Oh, interesting. We get Death, Fire, and Metal there, but we don't get Shadows. So Shadow we can only get through Lords. Yeah, Prophet Shadows. Interesting. I'm gonna build Hashut Sacrificial Altar again for the public order bonus. Though we're gonna have a rebellion. But that's fine. Do we improve our slaves? Yeah, plus 12 armor. Okay. And plus 8 melee defense. Doesn't put them up to as high, but... Get to spoilers. And end turn. Where's the rebellion show up? Oh, over there. And it's a Chaos Rebellion. Okay. Oh, I did see this. They don't need no damn ladders. Ladders are for goblin, orc, and slaves. Our slaves are supernatural. They're better than normal. Power and the force has never been seen. There we go. Yeah, you're raiding. Chaos Marauders. Oh, just Chaos Knights, Chaos Trolls. Get rid of them. Get... Ugh. Really? I'm gonna quick save, and I'm gonna see whether I can auto-resolve this. Wow! 954 kills for the Chaos Knights! Holy crap! Okay. Ugh. Let's load that. I was just interested to see whether it would actually give us a battle or not. It didn't. Seems like the auto-resolve kind of flips its lid if the units get too low in stats. Just like, oh, they're terrible, we can kill thousands of them. You're like, but bolt throwers, but Chaos Dwarf warriors. Like, no, no. Oh, man. That could be a bit of a pain. You've got armies predominantly made up of slaves. I mean, you're going to lose anyway. No, that's not what I meant. If you have armies predominantly made up of slaves, the auto-resolve is not going to be very favorable. I mean, if you play as Skaven and you have armies of slaves, then... Okay, let's deal with these... Chaos... Raiders. Rebel Uprising. We'll try and not let them kill 950 of us. No promises. Is Chant Balaxus there a spellcaster? I think that's the Chaos spellcaster helmet, or a helmet used by spellcaster. Yeah. No, hang on. That might just be to designate a lord. Okay. Go there. Go like that. Devastators there. Chaos Dwarf warriors, go there. Orc boys. Hobgoblins. Goblins. Hobgoblins over there. Hobgoblin archers over here. And you can go here. Yes. Okay. Let's try to alter the reality which the auto-resolve has determined for us. Look at them. The slaughterers of thousands. I like their green capes though. Wants me to play as a campaign with like Nurgle units. Oh look, there's a giant skull in the ground there. Okay, how's spot throwers going? Go up there, go up there. Okay, okay. Here come the Chaos Knights. I want you to attack them. The trolls are not a problem. These are the issue. Supposedly. There we go. Go like that. Yeah, you is. Hey, slaves! Charge those trolls, please. Actually, go like this. Look at that, they charged my Chaos Dwarfs and they barely did anything. They killed one. Stab, stab, stab! How does Chaos? No! Yeah. I want to shoot a troll. How? That's not a troll, that was a slave. I don't think I actually hit him though. That's fine. Okay, need a bit higher. Higher still. Yeah, I just gotta keep missing, aren't I? They're kind of far away. Where? Wasn't too bad. I think that was a hit.
All will be despoiled. Running. Move fast. Move fast. Read this.
We're gonna stick a few
Chaos Lord.
bolts up your jacksie.
Chaos Warriors.
Yeah, pretty good. Keep shooting him.
Name your demand. Chaos Lord.
Maybe you can take his head off? Well. Is this on?
Demonhood is mine.
Oh, your range is only that big? Oh, okay. Come on. One more bolt. Pow! Went right through him. Okay, well. Oh no. Bonk. 33 hit points. Come on. One more. One more. Oh! Oh! Well done. Decisive victory. Yeah, I mean, 14 kills. Auto-resolve, auto-resolve. So, after dealing with that, what are we going to do? Suppose sit around a few turns and build up our settlements. We'll enslave them, and if the auto-resolve will allow us, we'll deal with the rest of the army. Thank you. No problems.
Destruction for all.
And there we go. Okay, how much income do we have on slaves? Can we see that? We've got no income from slaves yet. Do we have to actually build this? I suppose we do. Interesting. I thought you would have had a base income. Anyway. Spoiler level 3. And end turn! I suppose we'll upgrade the Fortress of Vorag, get a building which allows us to get Chaos Dwarfs or get some artillery. I think I'm going to get some artillery, because that will help against the Skaven a lot more than the infantry. Because we're going to need to get rid of large amounts of Skaven. And some devastating artillery would be useful there.
Yes, I'm ruinous power.
Let's get Migdal. And what do we get? Devastators, Annihilators. I think the Annihilators... That says torpedo missile infantry. Anti-large. Okay. Getting some of these would be good too for the spells. I want this. It used to be easier to get the Dreadquake Mortar. I'm looking forward to this. Yeah, get Death Shrieker rocket launcher, I suppose. It's a rocket battery. We should build that in the main settlement though, because it's got 4th level to it. So does that. Yeah, get the Git Cauldron. Upgrade the Hashut Temple. Go into the Fortress of Vorag. There we go. Okay, end turn. We'll be able to control our provinces more easily when we get the Chaos Corruption higher up. Oh, Morkin is destroyed. Because we get a lot of public order from it. We're still getting -8 from lack of corruption. Okay. Oh, you got another level. What would I want up here? Probably just lightning strike. Yeah, get Ruination. And we get the Git Cauldron. Upgrade it to the Groz Cauldron for the Bull Centaur renders. Nice fear-causing cavalry. And end turn. We're going to take Nagashizar. I suppose it is a capital settlement just sitting there. Beneficial. Or would it? I mean, we don't have an economy. It would give us another settlement to recruit units from, but all of our income is made primarily through slaves. We don't have an economy. Because we're not... The Chaos Dwarfs as a faction don't really expand, and the idea behind them as a faction here is that they're not making an empire, they're going out in search of slaves to send back to Naggrund, all that up there, so... that's why we don't have that much of an economy, and the economy building we do have is rather detrimental. Because that's not supposed to be the focus. The focus is more just slaving, get a huge amount of slaves, maintaining control of said slaves, and building an economy off of those. So getting this would be nice, but other than giving us another capital to get level 4, it's not going to have that much of a benefit to us. Well, like Crookback Mountain, Mount Greyhag, and Mount Silver Spear. Silver Spear's up there, I think, yeah. Yeah, let's get that. Force march up here. Clan Nation doesn't actually mind us too much at the moment. I will go to war with them when we have some more armies. So once we've taken these areas, I think. I'm focused more on these areas than Nagashizar because I know these areas up there have unique buildings in them. And the unique buildings help a lot with our economy. We saw they give us 500 income, but they also give us walls and easier access to some units and other bonuses. Also going to be wanting to make some allies with Chaos because, well, it's kind of the thing, isn't it? Okay, Fortress of Vorag. Yeah. Draz Grungron. And get Hashut Temple. Praise be to Hashut. I think in Mark of Chaos, the Chaos Dwarves actually had voices in that. Because they had Chaos Dwarves again on the Hell Cannons. Don't think anyone's sitting in Mount Greyhag. Red Cloud has been destroyed. There we go. Okay. End turn. Quickly ending turns, but, you know. We're building up our control over the territory. I am most important biggest Skaven. You will hear, maybe. Non-aggression pact. No, I won't go that far. Two of these points of interest which we want to explore. I wonder if that, I was just having the thought, I wonder if for the slave units for like the greenskins, you could actually equip them with picks. That would make sense. Root corruption. Clear ruins. Your army will gain the following effect. For 3 turns remaining. Nothing! Nothing! Incur my wrath. Enables attrition on this army and leadership -4. Jeez. Or do nothing. Annoyance of the Dark Gods. You waste time searching for mere trinkets? True power lies with us, fool. Enables attrition for this army. Leadership -4. Well, 3 turns. For 3 turns. I suppose that's finding an item? Yeah. It seems like this one should apply for this one, and this one should apply for that one. I think those are around the wrong way. I might make a note of that. So that I can... Seems like those... Okay. There we go. Okay. Well, we'll root the corruption. And we'll colonize. And what do we get here? Another unique building. Road to Naggrund. The nearest route from the Wolflands to the Plain of Bones and beyond. The slave traders that traveled to Mingol Naggrund, the capital city of the Dawi Zharr, have made this a lucrative location. Plus 1,250 income. Campaign movement range plus 18% for own armies starting their turn in this region. Income from slaves plus 75%. Slave decline rate is plus 20%. Unlocks recruitment of goblin slaves, orc slaves, and slave ogres. So, generates a lot of income. We're going to be putting it on not accepting slaves for the moment, though. Not until we've gotten the full region. There we go. End turn. It's also going to be kind of a bit difficult to control that region because chaos corruption's low. But we're spreading chaos corruption down here quite nicely. And Deathmaster Snitch is trespassing, as well as another Lord Thrin. over here somewhere. Hmm. And there we go. Okay, we're gonna have to deal with you. Where are you? I think this region goes up to here. Probably just marching through. Yeah, upgrade to Khazad. We might force march into our territory over there because we get more replenishment when we're in a region with high chaos corruption. And also more leadership. So. End turn. Mount Greyhag might rebel, but... Interesting, yeah. I saw people mentioning this. Our capital moved from Ash Ridge Mountains to Mount Greyhag. That kind of makes sense if that's the main trade route back to Naggrund. It doesn't really bother me too much. I wish you could choose which settlement was your capital. You used to be able to do that. I think in Medieval 2, you might have had to pay some money to change your capital. But it was important in Medieval 2 because how far away settlements were from your capital determined how bad the public order issues they had was. Yep. You can build... Don't have enough money for that. Treasure chest. 1 chaos corruption. We're just gonna have to get rid of Crookback Mountain. What's our garrison? Chaos Dwarf warriors, 2 units, Devastators, and 5 units of Goblin slaves. Okay. Yep. End turn. It's actually better than what it was when I first played them because I don't think they actually had garrisons when I played them. So I had to build the garrison buildings everywhere. It's just fine, you know. Ooh. You make yourselves vulnerable. And you're taking attrition from the chaos corruption. Fools. I could deal a swift axe blow to both of you, cutting the head off the rat, as it were, and then going to your capital and dealing with you decisively. Let the games begin. Public order +4 in Ash Ridge Mountains. That's pretty nice.
Sneaky snake. Now is chaos.
I am warlord.
Death Master Snake. Guide us, Horned One.
I kind of feel like Snitch might be the better one to go for. If we can reach you. Don't know whether we can. We can definitely reach you. But when it's so close, it's a bit iffy, I think. It's like if it's... I don't know. I think the model has like a circle around their base.
Lord of the Assassins.
I mean, they're kind of injured. We could take advantage of that. If I attack you, you'll probably go and attack Mount Greyhag. Hmm. And you'll have a harder time attacking any of these settlements. Because your army just isn't that good. I mean, gutter runners are pretty good. Get him! Hey, we can reach! Nice. He's already got 2 of his items? Whirl of Weeping Blades and Cloak of Shadows. With a poisoned sword in both hands and his own tail, few warriors can survive long against the Deathmaster. The Cloak of Shadows. Woven from stolen human hair and spider silk, the cloak both conceals the silence and silences the wearer, making Snikch near invisible in darkness. Okay. Let's deal with Deathmaster Snikch. So his army is Ashen Triad, 2 assassins, gutter runners with slings, night runners with slings, and some clan rats. Nothing too problematic. Not a lot of artillery or weapons teams there, which is what I was afraid of. Skaven armies with rattling guns hurt. Though we do have fast cavalry to deal with them. I did probably just ruin my diplomacy going to war with them after having a trade agreement with them, but they weren't deserving of that trade agreement anyway. They are but vermin. They're not even the only use they have, like so many others. It's as slaves. Twirling in the mines of Naggrund. Okay. I gotta get in theme. Go over there. Go there. Yeah, the range on these is really not that long. 300. Is that the same as the dwarven ones? These a bit shorter. Go there. Go like that. Go there. Go there. Chaos Dwarfs, you can go there, and there, and Devastators, you can go like that. And the Enforcers can go over here. There we go. There we go. Okay. There. Oh. The other guys are over here. Over here. What's their range? 140. Are they? Yeah, the slings outrange my archers. They're also all tired. Ow. They have got missile resistance. Oh no, they got physical resistance. 20%. What's this? Move forward. Hey, that's Snikch. Hey, Gobbos. Kill him. I mean, I say kill him, you know. Distract him. Where's Snikch? There he is. Oh, there he is. using that in a bit of an odd spot, aren't you, Snicked? Yeah, no. Go away. Uh-oh. Oh, yeah. Pow. Get back there. Oh, another assassin. Shoot him! Hack! Go to here. No! Go away! Stinking rats! Leave my artillery alone! Get! There we go. Oh, jeez. I'm focusing too much on other things.
All will be destroyed. With haste and speed. Not judge. Pull back.
Are you unbreakable? I didn't think so. What are you doing all the way over there? Right, get back. Charge them. Get them. I'm focusing on the on like fights and. Oh boy. There we go. Shoot him. You missed.
Reap their souls.
Ow. Oh, missed again. I suppose he is super sneaky.
What do the gods desire?
Where are you? There you are. Did you kill him? No, he's actually broken. Shoot those Ashen Triads. There's 3 of them. Now there's 2. He just needs to use his Blades ability whenever he's able to. And they have 13 health. Well, it's not going to help them. Unless my guy keeps missing. Why are you still hanging on? Your lord's broken routing. Suppose he's nearly rallied. No, it's just -2. Is he going to go off the map? Yep, there he goes. There we go. And there we go. Okay, probably could have gone a bit better. A bit closer than I wanted, but oh well. Overestimate my slave units, I suppose. They really are not that good. Ugh. And the Chaos Dwarf units aren't necessarily really good. I mean, the fact that they're running around the battlefield doesn't really help, but... Our Devastators... Well, our Devastators got devastated. Only 4 of them left. Okay. Close to victory. We should be able to recover those losses, though. Yeah, I mean, they're all mostly slaves. Deathmaster Snitch got 101 kills. 21, 23, 45, 28, 18, 58, 86, 9, 54. I suppose the Night Runners and all that did better against my Hobgoblin Wolf Riders than I expected them to. I'd expect the Hobgoblin Wolf Riders to be better than the Goblin Wolf Riders. I don't know how much better they would be if they are, though. It'd be more like faster moving Orc Bull Boys? Maybe with a little bit less melee attack and defense? I mean, Deathmaster Snitch with his whirl of weeping blades is just able to slice through units. Especially slaves. Yeah, sacrifice the captives. And there we go. We get hero action success chance plus 4% local region and stalk. It would appear that the Eshen's infamous chief assassin. I thought it would be better that Eshen's infamous chief assassin has been decisively defeated, the victim of his own malice. Stalk's kind of nice. Expect the bonus to be a bit better than that. Oh well. Get that. And end turn. Oh, and the trait's called Deathmaster by nature. Oh, the other Skaven army runs off. And we're going for time. Fine. I mean, did I? I'm looking at my time recorded and been live and all that, and yeah, I suppose must have started a bit earlier than tonight, and I finished the first thing sooner than I was expecting. So. Yeah, we might go for a half hour for this since it's the first one, and we're doing not much other than just running around, building up our forces and all that. Okay, so we can get other units, but they're very expensive. Death Shrieker rocket launchers would be nice. Or Bull Centaur's Render. Warped and malign creatures. Chaos Dwarf Bull Centaurs are, as the name suggests, twisted amalgams of Chaos Dwarves and ferocious bulls. Sure, get some of those. Do cause fear. And end turn. We might also get a Death Shrieker rocket launch. Having some more Chaos Dwarves in the army would be nice as well, but the units are expensive. Compared to the slaves, and we don't have the income at the moment to support that. Okay. Mission failed. Well. Fortress of Vorag. Let's get Slave Pen. And we'll build... That would be nice to get. Maybe not just yet. Yeah, get the Dawi Zharr current.
Yes, my ruinous power.
Okay, are we actually causing chaos corruption in neighboring provinces? No. This gives public order in adjacent provinces, but not chaos corruption. We have a building which spreads chaos corruption in neighboring provinces? No. Okay. Oh, we get that. That will help. End turn. Let's get those Bull Centaur renders. Or render. Anything happening? Nope. Okay. Not like we've seen much of the map. Steal and destroy. Raise or sack the following settlement. Haunted Forest. This settlement offends our masters. Steal what you can, then bring fire to all. Okay. Yes, these trees offend me. Let's go over there. Yep, let's get the Dawi Zharr to us. And end turn. As I said, we'll probably lose Mount Grey Hag. But, yeah. I suppose taking it was a bit of a waste. We didn't pay anything to colonize it, I don't think. I want to get rid of this first. There we go. Chaos stirs. Really? Oh, okay. On turn 22. Imminent rebellion in... Okay, I'm just wondering what that image is, what faction that image is for.
Think me fool?
Yep. Entered. And we'll continue going east. No, it's a Skaven rebellion. Hey, we dealt with it. I'm gonna sacrifice them. And go. Halves of the Abyss. Middenheim is having issues. Let's keep going this way.
Impossible.
Oh, it's Deathmaster Snitch again. Yeah, move up to bridge. Move up to the bridge. And Iron Demon War Engine. One of the latest designs to see widespread service within the Chaos Dwarf Empire is the Iron Demon, a compact armored steam-driven traction engine. I believe it's like a steam tank. Pretty nice. 600 upkeep though. Upgrade Ash Ridge Mountain. And end turn. We'll go deal with Pig Barter. And then go up there. Okay. How much do we need for this? 50. Go to there. And encamp. And start collecting money and slaves. End turn. Damn it. Snicked. I don't think I could have won that if I played it. Annoying. This is what I mean. The river, they can just go over it. We have to go around it. I might recruit another army then. I'm going to build it. Ash Ridge Mountains. Yeah, let's get the Sorcerer Prophet of Shadows. Path's Coal Fire. Ooh, get these units now. Zealots Berserkers. Unbreakable. They have Berserk. So Relentless. Hey, that means that they never lose Relentless. So they'd always have 4 extra speed.
Yes, I'm ruinous.
Oh. Okay. You can get... It's not too useful until we get immortality. Get, Ruination level 2.
They will be dominated.
And go and attack Pig Barter.
Against council
Oh,
orders.
Warp Grinders! Would even really be able to deal with that? Our armies are so chaffy. Oh well, we'll see.
You need a boon.
Get bunch of slaves, I suppose. Just get as many slaves as possible. I wonder if Deathmaster Snikch is going to come back to Pig Barter to defend.
Hail the slaughter.
How many turns? 3 turns.
Foolish thing. No.
Can you like see Deathmaster Snikch?
I foresee
He over there?
destruction. Forward
Ah, he
unto
is.
slaughter. Let us
Move over here.
corrupt.
Or slaves, I suppose. So many nice things, but we don't have the money for it.
Unleash chaos.
Okay, in turn. I'll try and starve Pig Barter a bit, and then we'll take it. If Snikch lets me. Nope, he's not. To march back and take Darkhold again? Go one way, dodge. Pirouette, come back. Riposte.
Despoilers come. For chaos.
Not now.
What buildings did I have in Pig Barter? Warren's Breeding Pit, Land Armory, Scrap Heap.
Wipe them out.
Snitch cannot.
You're probably going to use Underpass
No.
to
Blame
get
you.
there. Yeah, we really kind of lack, because just orc slaves against these. I think the clan rats are better. 24, 22, 26. Actually no, they're not. Wow, this melee attack's slightly higher, melee defense is lower, weapon strength is higher. But then we've just got these. I've got warp grinders. Ugh. I'm gonna retreat. And go over to here. And we'll just keep catching slaves. Yeah, get Vingarak. Gonna have to hunker down in our settlements for a while, I think.
Very well, Arnold. You
Go get the Fortress of Vorag, aren't you?
No, no.
5,000 for any more research. What upgrades do you have? You have, yeah, the Lore of Shadows, which is nice. That and that. Looks pretty the same. Chaos Lords in general. End turn. Ugh. It's kind of a difficult start, especially just since Clanation is there, because our units are not... Wow. When we get artillery, it'll make things easier. I don't want to lose my main army here at the moment. So early on. Can't get peace with you, can we?
So chitter quick, yes.
No. Didn't think so. You're raiding there. Go to here.
ready? Yes, it is so.
Force march.
Ring ruin.
Force march this way. Maybe we can draw him back to Darkhold by threatening their settlement they just took. And... we don't need that right now. End turn. Yep. Oh, and the other army's coming over here as well. Jagged Horn Tribe declares war on Karaz Ankor. And
Think me fool?
well, you can march all the way up to there, and you will be able to lay siege to them. So with them as reinforcements, we should be able to deal with that. Yeah.
Corrupt. Ring ruin on. Invade. What?
Go here.
Onward to distraction.
And then we'll deal with Deathmaster Snitch again. Hello there. How's it going? You don't have the Eshin Triads. You do still have your 2 assassins though. Stunkrich and Caracas. Gotta run the slingers, gotta runners. And your garrison. Let's retake Darkhold. Do outnumber them. I'm going to have to utilize the Devastators effectively. They seem to be quite good at shooting Deathmaster Snitch, but I think they would be better suited to infantry. Their short range though means they can't really reach their gutter run. Slaves are... the Skaven slaves are not really something I want to waste their ammunition on. We do have the Bull Centaur render, which is a something different. Okay. Gamble, because we have magic now. Okay, start deployment. River. Position units like this. And you can go there. Oh, you have a ranged attack as well? Honey! Our wizards come with a rifle. And I presume an axe as well, and a shield. Neat!
All will be despoiled.
Stop battle.
Stabbers ready! Navy!
Position yourselves along the shoreline. You two go like that. Right there. There we go. Gobbos. Gobbos. Devastators. You can go there. You two go there. You there. And we can see the Bull Centaurs. Bull Centaurs. They are, well, free-skinned. What's it called? Centaurs. Wow. Slightly modified Centaurs. They have Chaos beards and also Chaos Dwarf shields. They look pretty good with the beards. And they also have some, what's it called? Armor on their torso, which is quite nice. Yeah, not as stocky as a bull would be, but, you know, pretty good. Get up there. Oh, they've already fled off the map. Okay, go there. You have 2 spells? Dark Fire of Chaos. Ooh. Wait. Dark Flame of Chaos burns flesh, armor, and souls alike. The ruinous powers do not discriminate. Grounded. Oh, okay. You're supposed... Is it supposed to be like that? You have an ability, but you can only use it when you're flying. Might be something else I'll have to make a note of. Come on, Bull Centaurs, get in there. They're pretty good. 54 kills, 56. Just against clan rats, but they're doing a nice job. Okay. You two, get up there. Get that, like that, that, and there we go. You two, and you can hold ground. They've shattered, but, you know, deal with the rest of them. What have they got? 50 armor with a bronze shield, 95 leadership, 84 speed, that's pretty nice. 34 melee attack, 32 melee defense, 30 weapon strength. Divided between 21 weapon damage and 9 armor piercing, and 45 charge. Okay.
Retreat! Surrender!
Yeah. A much better charge bonus than the Wolf Riders. Yeah. Plus 25 more. You go like that. Ooh, I suppose. Yeah. Yeah. Go over here. Guys. I'm having them hold on a river so that their Skaven are going to be fighting in a river. That, slows them down. He just keeps using his, Blade Storm ability. Don't know why.
Please, Bellingham! Wolf Riders! Running!
Yeah, you could all go over there. I move you forward a bit. There.
Close on that shit, blooded! Running! Move fast!
Go like that.
For all. And speak
Go there. And you go here.
our time!
There we go. Oh, no, you actually do get 2 spells. Spell cost Mystifying Miasma and the Enfeebling Foe. Which is pretty nice. Yes, waste your ammunition against the goblin slaves.
Undivided! Yes, masters!
Ow!
Chaos Dwarf!
You can't overcast it, but
Deliver slaughter! Slaughter them!
Victory!
Blast through the fools!
Jumping! We're better than them!
okay, go up.
Moving fast! Let's scrap!
Dwarf says yes!
Oh, there's Deathmaster.
Vengeance very glorious! Undivided!
Stickers ready! Running! Gonna kill him! Wolf Riders!
4, go there.
Time!
2,
Moving
go
fast!
here. 3, go here.
Where is Gobos? Goblins!
Charge,
The knights are ready!
charge.
Fire the gods! Such is chaos!
Push up.
Naggrund's best at a glory!
Just shoot them.
Chaos comes! We shall see God's bloody glory!
The lads are ready! The saw!
You on that.
Fast!
Chaos comes! Make haste! The brass throne calls!
There we go.
And speed!
It'll just take a few devastator rounds. Pow pow. Pow 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 pow.
Now is our time. With haste, I will destroy them!
He is better than them! Goblins! Running!
Fighters. Yes. Shoot him. There we go.
Name your demand. Demonhood is mine. That is not a mortal concern.
Keep them running. That was great.
Ready. Retreat. Slavers of Zharr.
Devastators. Pretty good against characters.
Wolf Riders!
Centaurs are getting worn down a fair bit though. They're good. They're not unstoppable.
Goblins!
There's a lot of kills I've gotten though.
Guys ready!
How do you like missing him so much? I suppose you're hitting the Chaos Dwarfs more than anything else. Pow, 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 pow. Oh, damn, yeah, you just tore through a rank of them.
Stabbers ready! The lads are ready! Free the war! These fellows!
Go there. Go there. Go there. There. We're just going to have to whittle them down as they come back to us.
Moving fast! Wolf Riders! Please come out! Gotta kill him!
Eye of the gods. Move fast. Not for all.
Come on. Devastators. Shoot them. There we go. And there we go. Hooray. Oh. 280 kills for the Bull Centaur's Render. That's not that bad. So I have to remind myself, they're not Centaurs. They do get tired. Ugh.
Running! Me is better than them!
Honk. Anything else I want to hunt down? Oh! I mean, this is a battle, settlement battle, so that's all fine. They're all going to die anyway. Here we go. Deathmaster Snitch. Not too much of a problem under focused Devastator fire. We do have the other Skaven horde coming as well. His army has the... what's it called in it? Warp Grinders. Be too much of a problem though? I mean, we can shoot them. We can hit them with our cavalry. We're shooting them with our bolt thrower. They're spaced out. Bolt throwers are kind of alright against infantry, but because their shots aren't like cannonballs, they hit, and they don't tend to hit too many units. Maybe like 2 or 3 every shot. Unless they just skim through the unit. You can hit multiple if it plows through them at the right angle, but most of the time they just hit the ground. So tend to only hit like 2 units in the squad. Unlike a cannonball, which when it hits the ground it bounces. The bolt throwers were always more used for anti-large. Ooh, that's a nice amount of loot. 5,000. And a potion of toughness. Hey. Go up a level. Okay. Oh, apparently you've got a hammer? Yeah, get subjugated and enslaved. There you go. And you get Deathmaster by nature. Again. You can get Rat Marcher. There we go. Raid Darkhold again. And I'm going to get the Dringarak. Your army, it's just a bunch of Skaven, land rats and slaves, a few gutter runners. Could actually recruit a unit of more powerful Chaos Dwarves and suffer the upkeep for a few turns. Getting another unit of Devastators would be nice. How many turns for this? Well, 8 and plus whatever else. It costs 485 to get Hashut Cauldron. Yeah, get that. We get a barrack. I mean, all the research rate doesn't matter if we don't have the income to actually afford the next level of research. Yeah, I'm going to get a barrack so that we have more defense for any armies which might come our way, namely Skaven. We should probably capitalize this and go and get rid of pig barter. Should I do that? Right. And one more turn after this, and then I'll call it for the night. For this episode. Oh, infecting. Damn you. Oh, you just raised it. That's fine. Oh well, we didn't need that place anyway. Wasn't doing anything for us. Yeah. Upgrade. Big doll. Yeah. And military presence is +2, so that's fine. You can move up here. And you can move up as well. Send out 2 armies over here. Just, yeah, stay within range of each other. You'll probably come over here and attack it again, but we have a better garrison. It's got more slaves in it. And also 2 Devastator squads. What's it called? Fortress of Vorag is still kind of vulnerable. Should I end or should I end when we get pig? I think I'll just go straight for pig barter. They're vulnerable now. I said last time before we attacked, and then this Master Snitch came back. Lords don't seem to stay wounded for too long. Okay. Negative growth. Lovely. Why is it so cheap to build these? 185 in gold. Yep. Move up to here. Move up to here. I mean, the Haunted Forest is over here, I think. Blade Rock doesn't have much of a garrison in it, and it's quite small. It would have walls, but we have the ability to get through the walls. I might go straight for Blade Rock. We'll probably lose something over here again. Kind of want to get rid of this building and replace it with... yeah, garrison. That's right. Let's say 500 or 5,000. Yeah, I think that's missing it. Yeah, that's 500. 1,000, 1,500, 500, 3,000. Yeah, I think that's missing a 2. And yeah, Karaz Cauldron's also missing a 2, I think. I'll just make a note of that. Karaz Cauldron 500 build cost. And Mingol 500 build cost. Okay. There, yep. All the other ones seem to be fine. Can't see the Hashut temple anymore.
Not enough warpstone.
Okay. End turn. I keep flip-flopping back and forth between whether we will actually attack a settlement or just call it. Because it is rather late. I don't want the video to go on for too long. I mean, we really could just sit here raiding slaves. That would put our economy in a better position, because that's how we get our money. That would make sense. Yeah, let's just do that. There we go. How many slaves can we have in this area? 9,000. I feel like we're just leaving the issue of the Skaven to get bigger again. I mean, Ashridge Mountain has a nice garrison in it now. I'd like Darkhold to have as big of a garrison as well. Will soon. Fortress of Vorag. Still weak. That's kind of my most important settlement. Yeah, I think I'm going to demolish that. And then we'll build a garrison there. Because I want it protected. Otherwise we're just going to be losing settlements to Clan Eshin. If need be, I can recruit a lord and recruit some slaves if they're going to attack me. They're not moving. So I think that will be the plan. Rather than attacking them, we'll just enslave a bunch of Skaven, build up our economy that way. And then when we have a better position, we'll build up our forces and then go and attack them. Because I really need those better Chaos Dwarf units and artillery, but they're just expensive. Can't do so right now. Okay, Fortress of Zharr. I want you to get a Dringarak. Go. Darkhold. You can get... We could actually build the slave pen here. I think these stack. We could increase income generated per 100 slaves in the province 10, so that would be 20, and then we could build another one here for 30. But the unique buildings also come with bonuses. Kind of like that. Ashridge Mountains actually has building, yeah. Ashridge Peak. Would like to get for the 500 income generated. Also gemstones. And the walls it adds. So the recruitment unlock. Very nice. We'll demolish this building when we need that. Also Darkhold with... Oh, yes. Fortress of Vorag. Yeah, I think that's what our focus will be next time. Building up our settlements. And increasing the numbers of slaves we have. Because I'm not... This is not enough, really. And I'm itching to get some of the better artillery. The iron mine. Anyway, okay. So, that is a nice first foray into the Chaos Dwarves. Slavers of Zharr Naggrund had a few battles against Greenskins, battles against Skaven, lost settlement to Skaven. It's also me just feeling out the faction again, because I really haven't played as the Chaos Dwarves that much, so, you know, the mix of expensive infantry backed up with slaves take a bit of getting used to, because I can't rely on my slaves to do much, and the hobgoblins, you're alright, they're not fantastic. We really need the tougher infantry and artillery. Back our units up. Especially with Skaven, since they just have so many and I can't... These are good. Against them, I'm trading sort of unit for unit with them. Instead of like, you know, wiping out a whole bunch of them at once. Anyway. What else is going on? We can see Crookback Mountain. Like Iron Mine is held by Karakazul. Karakazul's still there. Don't expect much has changed. You can see Haggrave. We could make allies with Haggrave. That might help. And, yeah, we can't see any further afield. Just our little corner of the map at the moment. 33 turns in. It's slow going, but once we build this up and get rid of this, get rid of Clan Eshin, it will be much easier. Anyway, that will be it for Warhammer 2 Total War Chaos Dwarfs for tonight. Ugh. It's an astounding amount of work the modders have done. Not just for the faction, but also for getting them playing in the campaign. It's very, very nice. Thank you a lot for that. I will thank you all for joining me. I hope you'll join me for the next one.